This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium training session. This Infinium training session is entitled, Who Hurt You? Family Assimilators. Now, my MGTOW brothers, because of the ongoing efforts of women to get us entrapped into their Venus flytraps, we as MGTOW men must understand that any woman is capable of abusive behaviors. That is the woman that you have a relationship with as a wife or a date or your mother, your sister, your aunt, your cousin. It is any woman. And particularly in the case of a family type situation, these women will use any context or construct to condone their behavior. For instance, a mother will use a biblical construct of you must obey me as your mother because the Bible says so. Because I am your mother, you must respect me because of the Bible and because of what it commands. And it also the construct that I am your mother. I gave birth to you. I have therefore dominance over you. So again, women will use any construct or any context to condone their abusive behavior. That being said, I want to get into what can happen to you as a MGTOW man if you're caught in a situation where you have to live with female family members because of like situations like the coronavirus, because of the forced isolation that many are being forced into, social separation, that type of thing. This is another type of perplexing or can be perplexing situation which can happen to you as a MGTOW man, particularly if you're caught in a situation, again, where you're living with female family members, like a mother or a sister, that type of thing. What will happen is this. I will take a scenario where you're forced into a situation where you have to live with your mother or you have to live with a sister. There is a point of a budget being made, who will pay the bills, who will buy food. In certain cases, for instance, you will be told that you shall buy your own food, you shall buy your own supplies, your washing supplies, whatever you need. You will take care of that. You will also put into a budget where other things are being taken care of in terms of the household. So that means that you have your budget for food, supplies, other things, and they have their budget for food, supplies, other things. You are not only putting into your budget, but you're putting into theirs. So with those ground rules that you thought that everyone would adhere to being laid out, you go out and begin to buy your own food. You begin to buy your own supplies. You begin to build up a storehouse of food. And as time goes along, even though the women in the household, the female family women members in the household have their own food and supplies, they begin to quote unquote assimilate what you have. For instance, you will find that even though they have food, they are taking your food. They are taking from your storehouse. If you happen to wash with one type of laundry detergent, they will start to use that type of laundry detergent. If anything is brought up about it, it causes confusion. It causes contention. And what it's doing to you, my MGTOW brothers, it is causing you to waste time. Specifically, there are a range of things that are going on when women are assimilating what you're doing. For one thing, it is you must understand, my MGTOW brothers, that any woman, mother or sister, aunt, whoever it is, they will attempt to scan and read you. So that is your mothers, your sisters, your aunts, your cousins. They will attempt to scan you and read you. They will do it to you. And in certain cases, in a family situation, it is even worse because you are there with them. It is not like in a situation like a venue where you can easily walk away because in certain cases you cannot walk away. So that's going on. The second thing of why they are doing the process of assimilation is to vex you, is to cause you to be exasperated. They are essentially causing a WTF moment in your mind. They are causing you to be logic bombed because it is, again, causing a WTF moment in your mind. It is why is this happening? Why are they doing this? When they have food, when they have their own possessions, they have their own supplies, why are they doing this to me? They are also shit testing you. They are trying to see if you will confront them. And my MGTOW brothers, if you do, it causes arguments. It causes you to be put in a bad light because it will be that you're selfish, you're being mean, we are your flesh and blood, and how can you do this to us? It will be turned around on you, my MGTOW brother. So it is a process of shit testing. It is a process of, again, putting you in a bad light to see what you would do and also to put you in a bad light. Again, there will be arguments. There will be false accusations. You will be accused again of being selfish, of being a person who is basically crazy. You will be called crazy. You will be said that you are mentally ill. How can you do this to your family? How can you say such a thing? And particularly because of the situations that are going on, the epidemic that's going around, the crisis. How can you, as a blood relative, how can you as a son, how can you as a brother, how can you as a nephew be so mean? That's what will happen to you, my MGTOW brothers. That will be done to you. And finally, there is the point of integration or forced reintegration. For instance, they are trying to get you to be pulled back into the feminist plantation state. And oh yes, my MGTOW brothers, the feminist plantation state exists whether it's a family member, a female family member, or a woman out on the street. The feminist plantation state crosses family lines. It crosses that family bloodline and it enters into the home where you are with your mother, your sister, your cousin, whoever, whatever blood relative that you are dealing with as a female. It crosses into those lines. It has no borders, my MGTOW brothers. The feminist plantation state, it has no borders. And in fact, for you, as a MGTOW, who is dealing with a female family member, who is dealing with a female family member who is a overlord, a slave master in the feminist plantation state, it is even worse. It is even worse. So my MGTOW brothers, in this war that you're dealing with, in this war that you're dealing with that is, again, crossing all lines, all boundaries in terms of families, you must determine what is an acceptable loss. You must understand that acceptable loss to you is allowing the female family members who are doing these things to you to have the useless bones while you keep the savory meat, which is useful to you. And the savory meat is basically on a low level, keeping your peace, not allowing those female family members to cause you to be in a state of confusion, in a state of panic, or a state of anxiety or anger, but to keep your peace. On other levels, it is maintaining your sanctity. It is also maintaining your focus and looking at what you need to do, what you need to take care of, and never mind what they're doing. Never mind them assimilating your food, assimilating your laundry detergent. Never mind these things. But look at what you need to do and set those goals. Maintain the goals and do what you need to do. Because what you ultimately are doing is walking towards your freedom. And that freedom can be extricating yourself from your situation, from being tormented, from being vexed by female family members. That's what you need to do, my MGTOW brothers. Move towards your goals. Keep your sanctity. Keep your peace. And hold your peace when they are doing these things to you. My MGTOW brothers, one of the greatest weapons that you have is indifference to what women are doing to you. That attitude of, I don't care what you do. It stings them. It headbutts them. And it causes them to back up. And additionally, my MGTOW brothers, by you letting them do what they're doing, go after the useless bones, they will eventually find themselves in a situation. These women will find themselves in a situation where things have backfired on them, where they themselves are exasperated, but they themselves are vexed, and mainly because of your indifference and your indifference to what they are doing. Now, my MGTOW brothers, again, you have discovered the efficacy and the power of going your own way. That it is for you and you alone, not the wants and the needs of a female who does not care about you, who screams with flesh and blood while doing hypocritical things to you, while vexing you, while tormenting you, while doing all these things to you. You have discovered the efficacy and the power of going your own way, of putting yourself first, of saying, no, I will not. I will not do this. I will not be subjected to this anymore. And I will, as a man, as a MGTOW man, be free from this. You have discovered that power, my MGTOW brothers. And as well, you have discovered that it is not worth it to try to please a mother who is vexing you, please a sister, a aunt, a cousin, because there is no worth in it. And finally, there is no way for you to please them. You have discovered these things, my MGTOW brothers, and you have discovered that the uselessness of it, the futility of it, is not worth your time. You've discovered again that your time is valuable. Your sanctity, your peace is valuable. And so therefore, my MGTOW brothers, again, no woman, whether it be your mother, whether it be the Queen of England, no mother, no sister, no woman, whether she be powerful or not powerful, has the right to abuse you as a man, has the right to take you and like a Kleenex tissue, blow their noses on and throw you away. No woman has the right to do that to you. And so you, my MGTOW brothers, again, you must keep your focus, whether it be a mother, whether it be a woman out on the street. Keep your focus and your wits about you in this war. And continue on your freedom. Continue on to your freedom, I should say. Because, again, you are the pearl. You are the prize. You are the one who is worth it. Not a woman who does not care about you. In the end, my MGTOW brothers, it is these women, the mothers, the sisters, the aunts, the cousins, who will lose. Because they will eventually have to contend with a MGTOW man like you, who is saying to them, frankly, my dears, I don't give a damn. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium training session. My MGTOW brothers, now more than ever, be safe, be strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.